Mm, 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 mm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. So guys, I will just explain the problem why because I couldn't stream yesterday. I don't know why, but yesterday I think I wanted to stream badly for some. I think I don't know. It's hard to like explain the words, but I think uh, I didn't felt the right was it the right time to stream it, or like I was like feeling not like 100% me that time. So that is the reason, and yep. So guys, one thing I want to say that is like I was got late by 6 or 5 minutes. Sorry for that. I will improve on that. Uh, I think I don't need to say sorry because I think it is good. Okay, it is like better, not like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So guys, the plan was to like stream like one or two streams today for like one for Codex and one for like upgrading everything. And let me just start up the stream. What's up? Voice check. What's up? Voice check. Okay, just give me like one more minute, to solve this. Okay, I think we are like good to go. So guys, I just wanted to know about that. Like, if like the after like completing the Muspelheim challenges, you basically like can like get smoldering embers or not. I just wanted to check out that thing. I'm pretty sure. Like yesterday, I was confident they will be, but now I'm like, yeah, I don't think so because then there will be no purpose for game a new game plus mode. It will just only for new armors, I think. But this armor looks so fucking sick. So fucking sick. I want to check the defense. This is reaching 588 also. Like, holy shit. There is like we have like matched these moves. So during the playthrough, like I was like doing some of them. So this is like all going to like be done. We have like one, two, three. Some of them are like cannot be like things. Okay, I think we can match the Leviathan easily. I think, and we have like all the relics and everything. And blades of chaos also like we have like enough. some cannot be like fully. I will just try to like max everything in the stream. And the last thing I want to do is like read all the like codex for like everything in the last stream for this Ragnarok. So plan was like do all of them today, but I think when I realize there will be like a lot of work, like a lot of things to do, because like reading the codex will require me like 1 or like 2 hours maybe, I think, because I'm going to like read it fast and understand it well also. Then on the next day we will just do a review. So tomorrow I don't think I will be going to stream. In the post I said I will be going to stream, but I think it will be not possible. It will be like 50-50 for tomorrow. But on Monday like I will be ready to like at least do the codex stream, and if I feel confident we can do the review stream also. So we'll see about that. So like this is completed, favors are also completed. So this is like uh Spartan kicks 75. Then we are like on the rocks, shatter enemies. There was like a thing to like shatter also. I forgot like how to do it. Where stun enemies, or stun enemies is also completed at least. Enemies burn. We can do this one. By the way, we are actually close, like completing each of them. So like only like these things are in low labors are like uncompleted. This is completed. This is completed. So we have to like do two stuff. One is like these things, like how many there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the other hand, we have to like do the skills one actually, maxing every skill.
Should have brought a pail of water. Or 20. Y'all feeling crafty?
I cannot max this thing. Academic are gone insane. At least we can just upgrade our remaining ones, I think, to level 9, I think, to this one also.
Good fit.
I can match these things, I think.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Boom.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off.
This is max, 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 max.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
So like after like wait for let me just check again if we can get smoldering embers or not. I don't think so.
Nice and bloody.
If we not, then I have to like wait for Game Plus to like match these armors up.
Good fits.
Now go show it off. Better get
I
that
forgot
armor
that
nice and bloody.
these things like don't ask for like smoldering embers.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
A good fit.
My defense is like 18 now. I want to see how much damage I take actually. This might be the max maybe. And this the armor which I'm wearing looks so sick on Kratos, literally. Holy fuck.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
It fits.
Now go show it off.
Okay,
Better get
this
that
is
armor nice and bloody.
like if we like every time like we max stuff, we actually do it in like a pile of like things.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
Match this also.
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off.
Match this also.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
It fits.
Now go show it off.
Boom.
Better get that
I
armor
don't know if I
nice and
didn't check
bloody.
it, but I thought that this also will take smaller numbers.
Woohoo! Looking
That's why I was
good.
not upgrading that at all.
Now go show it off.
Hexaver is getting a
Get that
lot
armor nice and bloody.
low. How many are there now? Yeah, like getting close to it.
Woohoo! Looking good.
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Oh, I cannot have not have enough hex silver.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off.
We can actually save this.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Actually save this also.
Woohoo! Looking good. Now go show it off.
Okay, at least we can match these
Better get
things.
that
I
armor
think
nice
so.
and bloody.
Nope.
Woohoo! Looking good.
You're like 550 now. These were the arcs also for hex silver. One thing about the sea is like
Y'all feeling crafty? Alright, go get to kill.
I want to see like I think they didn't check earlier that one thing I want to check is like I didn't use it a lot actually. Like after like completing the game, I'm just doing that now actually. Shield strike. Like how I don't equip any like not any weapons. I want to say that. Okay.
Whew. Should have brought a pail of water. For 20.
Do like sell these things to like get hex silver, I think. We can like sell these things also if we don't need it at all. But they will like give very forge iron is required or not. Let's just check out like if we get any smoldering embers or not. I want to like try this defense build 618 defense. Let's just check it out. Let's just do the boss rush. Want to see how much damage it will take? Oh, very low actually. It is so low now. It is actually very low. Let's just see what moves we have to like max. Let's just go with the Leviathan X because we have like very close to it, I think. And okay, let's just do this. Let's try this thing. Oh. Nice.
Don't let him complete his spell!
Will this count or not? Are they counting? Actually, they are not. Let's just then with the blades, we should just remember what we are using actually. So that relic I used was like of Sindri's Stun, where he help us like defeating their army, the people. We can max these also. We don't need the XP now because we have to max every relic, I think. We have a lot of XP for Freya at least. I think they will also add like Freya's armors also, which is good. And what should we do with this thing? Let's just do it this. Similar actual angry like give it more, Kratos. Take all the lava fire. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on. Oh shit. No, I didn't want to do that. Turn. Oh shit.
Behind you.
Like take the hell or what? I cannot take it. The strength of this armor is like not good.
Shield strike.
They're healing!
Oh, there are more actually. Oh shit.
Changing arrows!
Punch him. Boom.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Oh shit. Oh, we actually get stuff now. Let's see how much stuff we get. I didn't think that we will get this actually. Blazing embers, smoldering embers. We actually are getting stuff now. Interesting. Then I should have just waited, man. I really thought that we cannot max the armors because I thought that after a Game Plus launch it would be done, but my bad. I wasted all my race.
You need it? I got it.
We can actually use that and like upgrade these things. Let's just see what we can do. We got a lot of hacks level also actually, which is great.
Y'all feeling crafty?
We need more. How to like do more? We can do it more actually. I would like only like upgrade it like one more time. Either advance it before like that.
Nothing catch your eye?
Blades of Chaos. Oh, we actually have golded also. Okay. So if I like still do this one also.
Whew! You'd have brought a pail of water.
I want to like. I've just seen the this armor which I was like using it. Like this armor. Steenborgen one. The defense is like incredible on this thing. I want to like try the Berserker one actually with that Berserker relic. Dragon scale bracers. Berserker waist guard. Okay. Oh, actually, I'll use this one. This is the Berserker waist guard. Getting hit while we have the I think Berserkers might be like what to say, Berserker Gauntlet. For this is a proper build of Berserker, and in the relic I choose this thing, the Berserker relic. I want to see like full potential of it, and I want to like use Wrath also a lot. I want to like use the full potential, I think.
Quality stuff for you.
Pommels of True Flame.
Y'all feeling crafty?
We need like one more smoldering ammo. We will find, I think. And max this out. I want to see like if we can just change it to like this is max. This required a hack silver and dust of relic shining crystal also.
Y'all feeling crafty?
For a moment I want to like change my camera. The camera will like reappear. Yep. Now I can sit easily now. I think I think there's a lot of stuff to do now to like platinum, also like maxing these armors and everything. So what I think thinking is, let's just stream today. Okay. Let's see how far can we go. And on tomorrow we will do like there's a 50% chance we'll do a stream. If we did a stream, the next stream will be like about like reading all the codices and the lore. Then after that I will just give my review, because I think I played everything in this. I've completed everything, I think. There are some these things like the only the labors, like only like 8 are remaining basically, and they are very close. So what I'm going to do these things, I think wait, we just wait for the like whenever like Game Plus launches, before like 1 or 2 days we'll just do complete this stuff. So in that case you will get the warm up also required for the Game Plus, new Game Plus, and I think we will be good to go then also. So without like completing all of these, I'm like not going to like start the new Game Plus. So whenever they announce the new Game Plus, before like the release of the new Game Plus, 1 or 2 days, we will just do all of these. And I think 1 or 2 streams we are done with this easily. Because we've done everything, and our labors are like we can do that any time also, I think. There are 21. I just do these things again. and you can see like 100. I think every possible interaction we have done it. And now I want to see like what is this thing. Increases the. Let's wait a second. Okay. Because I think before like starting the new game plus also, or like especially on like God of War, Ragnarok, like give me God of War difficulty, because this playthrough was only on like balance, so I might need a proper like warm up to like start that. So I think for that this will be good, and I think I have experienced everything that game like gives to me, like literally everything. I've literally, I think, experienced everything the game has given to me. The game has. This will do more. Let's just see what we can like. I'm going to see how max we can go with this armor. Because I can see that this is like a more like a strength armor. We don't like need these things actually. This is also like needed. Niflheim Justice. Let's just see how we can like go with this. Last second dodges. $391. Should we like have more? Like what I want to do is like do this, and for the stun build we like kinda use this, use this. Let's just see and try to like do these things. Okay, let's try it. What did I do this? And let's just see in the like. Let's just try to like complete this today only. Your weapons are cool and all, but now now that I've seen you load up and kick an enemy as hard as you can, I need more of that. Do more of your kicking because it pleases me so. Okay. The only thing going to get from this like XP only. Let me just do how many is like Spartan kicks? I haven't do this much. Let's just I think go for it. I think. Let's do this. There are all the given mission by the like Ragnarok personalities of Kratos score.
Another raider to the left.
Spartan kicks combo. Come to my foot.
Behind you, incoming.
Wait a second. I want to move my camera again. The camera will not be visible for a minute, more like 10 seconds. Okay.
From behind!
Now we are good. Boom. Take this.
On your right!
Oh no.
Left side.
You fucking idiot. I don't want to use it, man.
Right flank.
Well, I'm using this also actually. Boom.
Watch it.
They do actually a lot of damage to like these enemies. Shit, I'm going to like that. Should take a Valor Ridge, I think.
Raider on the left.
Is this done? Yup. It is actually done. We can like equip. We've done that actually, this one. More stun, more damage. Let's just go for stun, man.
Left side, incoming fire. Come on, brother. Arrows will help you.
Incoming fire!
Oh, now I guess what? I don't know if we can do that by running and charging it.
You're on fire, Kratos.
My main focus is like complete the challenges, also like max the moves also I wanted to. Okay. We have like tried this armor and now I think we just you have tried this one or not? Let's just try this one. What is the name of it? Nida Valley. It is this one. Okay, let's just try this armor now. And in case of Spartan, it just use Valor, I think. So we can have more health, I think. Okay, and if you're like going to like max up the why is it showing? Oh, we have to like do it more. What? Didn't we like? Oh, it will not count if I died. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna like try those armies which I didn't try usually in the playthrough also. Let's go.
Leader, left flank.
Stun mill. Come on.
Watch it.
Okay. Shit.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Incoming fire!
Good, that's the way!
Spartan kicks the magical things also.
No! Enemy to your left!
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Boom. Take this. Take this.
Forward, brother.
Have this. Have this. Have this. Have this.
Incoming fire!
Oh shit. This armor looks great actually. Oh, Kratos. So disrespectful. So disrespectful, man.
Incoming fire!
Again, doesn't care. Don't care about that thing. Oh shit. Stay down, dear. Know your place. Kratos is like speaking like this in his, mind while like fighting everyone. Stay down.
Enemy behind
Stay
you,
down.
Kratos!
Oh shit.
Got him! They're behind! Look out!
45 actually done. But let's stay alive also. Shit. Boom, take this. Oh, love it. Oh, team combos. Know your place. Come to me.
Left side, incoming!
So did I move actually? This is like the longest challenge because I was like, doing for the Spartan kids also. Ooh. Shit. Come to me. Take this.
Behind you, incoming!
No! I thought they would charge
My
her.
next stop!
I would like do this also. I want to do that, but okay. Nice. Bye bye. How many more to do? Like 61. We're like going to like complete this. Oh. Okay, my mutual strike.
Enemies to your left!
Love the sound effect of this.
Use your shield!
Silver tier. Tanish, what's up? Sorry I didn't really read the chat. I was just too focused on like completing the mission. And Berserker are the more strongest and main bosses. Yep, it was like we are in the 2018 game also where like Valkyries, all the Valkyries were like stronger than the main bosses. Because I think they want like to have like not hard bosses in like main story, but like on sides of like the I think their objective is like to make more I think creative bosses and hard one actually. Really love the structure also. But I think in this game there were like two bosses like Nidhogg and I would say Nidhogg, Thor in the final, and the two Valkyries. I think they might be like more difficult than all of the main bosses in the story bosses 2018 one. I think in comparison.
Right side!
Oh shit! Oh,
The Alpha!
is that a Hateless?
Behind you!
Like Hemda was also like a difficult boss, I would say, but I cannot say that because I played this game on balance. But on new game plus, I want to play it on God of War difficulty. And that time my opinion will matter after like playing the game on God of War difficulty. Come to me. Nice. My rage is full, so I can use it, I think. Oh, my favorites. Come to me. Come to me.
The Alpha!
Oh shit. Oh, they might create some trouble, I think. I'm just using the same meta because like max the skills. I've done everything in the game.
The Alpha!
Doesn't look good. Come to us.
Drop! Not this. Someone save me today.
Behind you! Watch out!
Quarter kick. No, your place, buddy.
Left leg!
Oh, not this thing. How much more to like do it? Spartan kicks. I want to see now how many more we have to like do it. Have we done that? We have done completed for Sparta actually. Yeah, we have done that actually. So what are these things? Shatter enemies. We will do this in the next challenge, I think. Enemies burn. I just continue doing that, I think. For now. try. These are rage, I can heal it actually. See, with Valid is so easy actually.
Right flank!
Like doing this side missions also. Oh, have we done what of them? We have done this one, Max. Oh, we have actually done that already. This thing. Now we have to like do it R1 more. Okay.
Behind you! Poison!
Nice.
The Alpha.
Left flank!
Uh-oh. Boom. Take this.
On your right.
Take my combo.
Careful, brother! You're covered in black rock!
Take this. There are so many of them now. How do I use it? How did it get hit?
Enemy behind you.
Come to me. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I'll be like taking care of myself. Should I use different moves for this? Oh shit. Any move I remember? Oh, we can actually use this thing. Yep.
This is the last.
Uh-oh. I'm so scared right now. Wow, I should be like scared for these guys. Seriously. Come to me. Just one word is enough. So easy, man. So much easy. But not my best armor also. It was so easy. Okay, let's see how many we've done now, labors. Because we have like literally completed everything in the like codex. This is completed. I think this will only, but beyond, will be like only will be done like when we just do this labors. I think favors are completed. Yeah, there's like 2 more. Okay, where to like shatter enemies. Okay. I've always had a fascination with burning things. We're like going to like do that also. Leap dodge attacks, ledge drop attacks. We can do that actually, can we? In those other challenges we can actually. Use the drop near the butcher. Use the Leviathan axe on stun enemies. We can complete this also actually. Let's see what we have max now. We have done this. We can like add more stun to it. Momentum. Yep, why not? So like these things are max. This is purchased, purchase, 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 purchase. So like these things are already like we're gonna like max it. Is there other abilities? And this is also done. And oh, we actually have this stun. You like use it more. We are very close to it actually. Damage. So you should done, I think. And gold. Let's do momentum on it. Oh, we like do these things also. It's a lot actually. Damage. Protection. I will say protection, I think. We like only have to loot 6 more times. This is done. We like unlock only this one only because unlike this one, all of them like I already done. We like do 10 more times to max this out. Okay. Striking a grounded enemy with hypering grapple. You don't have to like do this. Okay. We didn't get any smoldering embers right now actually.
Whew. Should have brought a pail of water. Or 20. Y'all feeling crafty?
Oh, we have now actually. I want to like max this one.
Now go show it off.
And like max the berserkers one.
It fits.
Like if we say like this is on max, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, they're like upgrade 10 times more. They ask for like 4 and 4.
Y'all feeling crafty?
I will like change my armor now again, like use. We have used in this one. We are not using the shoulder guard of Undying Pies. Yep. I just kinda use this one now. So I'm not planning to like complete everything in this stream, but we have like done everything. These are like some favors only which are left. No favors, sorry, the labors only. One is like properly there, and I literally I think I want to use the Bifrost one now for the relic. Mimi's turns Mimi discomfort into a Bifrost blast against nearby enemies. Just use these things, I think, and do one more challenge. So like what we have to do is like this one, like 6 more times, and we have to like kind of do it again more to like this one 68. We will do a lot for these things. Phantom challenge. Onslaught. We can do this also. Come to me. Our range is good actually now. I didn't know I didn't know that it has a long range. Oh shit.
Kratos, are you okay?
Oh shit.
Behind you, Kratos!
Take that Valkyrie attack. Oh shit. Oh, that thing is doing a lot of damage actually. I might die. I should use my old move actually. I might die. Oh shit.
Behind you, watch out!
I think I should do this on like the ice Niflheim one actually. That will make I think more easy for me. Or I can do the challenges more easily or fast. I'll just go for Niflheim first.
You'd have brought a pail of water.
I want to see if it will count or not. I'll just check everything is okay or not. Wait a second, I want to see one more thing. Ledge drops attacks, spear. There are a lot of them. So like we are very close to like completing everything. So I think what I will do now is like wait a second. It's like we just start reading the codex now. I think it is enough because I want a reason to come back to this game also. Like when they will release the NG Plus. So before like they announced that NG Plus is going to like release on this day. Before like before 2 days of releasing it, we will just come back and just do this like labors actually. We have done everything in this game except for these labors, which only will give you like XP. And I think I want a reason because then when we what's the manual? I should say I. I think yes. So I think what I want to do is like I want a reason to like because on the new game plus we are going to like, play this game on give me God of War difficulty. This the playthrough which I've have been like playing is balanced because God of War games like usually includes the momentum in the fights. So I don't want to like my first experience to be like die and like after like 3 times we got a cutscene when we go to second stage and died and third stage. I want it to be like a flawless actually. So that's why I used balance. So I think when I will try to use the give me God of War 1 difficulty to like I might need some back what do you say warm up basically. So that's what I needed. So I think after like doing these things and like getting more embers and everything, we can just max the remaining armors also, and we can unlock the skills also. because I think all of these things actually are like, for me, I think it's like 2 hour or 3 hour work. I think two or three time playtime. I would say that because we have done a lot of them already. So I think it will be good actually. So now I wanted to do is like read codex. So we have done everything the game offered us. I will just save continues V because you're also watching with me. So yeah, and what is this? So now from now on, I will just going to read the codex, and in the next stream I will give my review of this game on the next stream. It will be probably tomorrow, 50-50 chance, or like if not tomorrow, on like day after tomorrow, Monday. I think we will definitely like going to give it a review and like start a new game on the stream. So yep. And let's just see what is this. This is like all the description about the like items. There's so many items in this game, it's so crazy. I want to talk about the like what new game new armors they will add, because in the last one they added like a Ares armor, like Zeus armor. It was like crazy actually. So what my guesses are is like I think they will add the God of War 3 golden shoulder guard armor. I think so. Maybe something like that. I want to see how it will look on Kratos. And I think I really want one thing actually is that do you remember like the 2018 game in the like after we like spread the ashes of the mother, we actually like on completing the campaign we actually got like a shield like from the lands of Sparta. I want that shield because with that shield and drop near spear, it will literally bring the vibes of Ghost of Sparta. If you didn't have played Ghost of Sparta, in those we have like a shield of Sparta and like a spear. I think they should just release that shield for sure. And I think one more thing I want to use that is the cape, which was like we were like wearing in the beginning of the game. Then Freya, in the fight with Freya, it got fall down, and I think we needed that cape actually. That is looks so sick on Kratos. These are all like the stuff and description of the items. So we just started in the lore. I've written some of most of them, I think, especially the friends and enemies. And I think after lore, this might give me some extra information which I needed, and then I can give my judgment easily, I think. So yep, let's just start now. I don't know if I'm going to like speak everything. Uh, Sometimes I will speak, sometimes I will be silent. So yep. So Faye, it has been too long since Faye left us, and we spread her ashes from the highest peak in Jotunheim. A journey she planned, one that neither of us were ready for. I dreamed of her and simpler times when being together was enough. My duty now lies solely with our son, but I still have so many questions for her, so much that I still do not understand. I see glimmers of her in Atreus, and they make me smile, but I am left with those same questions as I try to guide him along his path. He is focused on who he will become, and while it becomes difficult to keep him close, I am grateful I can continue this journey with him for now. Okay. I've written these for Faye one also. Let's just see the Fenrir one actually. The wolf Fenrir has been in decline for some time now. Atreus cared for the animal deeply and has not been able to accept that he is dying. In the past, I would have told him to close his heart to this loss, but he has already endured so much. I see the compassion in his heart, and I am proud of the man he is growing into, but I must keep him focused if he is to be ready for more darkness ahead. What was once a dangerous hellbound tearing into the realms? I think I didn't read the second part, which we didn't check the codex when we put the soul in Fenrir's body. When we put the soul of Fenrir into ground, and let me just wait a second, guys. Okay. Then we have. I didn't read this second part. What was once dangerous hellbound tearing into the realms? What was once a dangerous hellhound tearing into the realms has now become Atreus' full Fenrir return. His knife, his knife had captured Fenrir's soul, plunging it into Garm, released the soul into the body. Plunging it into Garm, released the soul into the body. I'm not fearful of my son's ability, but his power takes me by surprise. His growth. I think I've read this. I've read this also. I've written because I remember the last line more clearly. So I think you didn't notice that, but in the starting when like his wolf is dying, Fenrir, he's cast a spell, and all the souls for the first impression it thought were going like in the sky or somewhere like in the environment, but it actually went into the knife of Atreus, and it doesn't remember like using the spell also. He just he wanted to do it, save him, and he casted a spell, not knowing the how to do that actually, and plunging it into grams released the we have to read this. Specky and Savannah. Not long ago, we rescued a pack of wolves from raiders on the Lake of Nine. Despite my warnings, Atreus decided to name them. Having these two to pull the sled has, despite my warning, despite my warnings, Atreus decided to name them. Having these two to pull the sled has made transportation significantly easier, which I agree actually, which I literally agree because like compared to the 2018 game, like the traveling in this game is like so much faster, which I really love about this because in when you like first time playing the 2018 game, you will not like feel like the traveling is like slow, but like after like completing the main story, then you have to like go and do this stuff. You kind of feel like it is like a little bit slow, I think. But in this game, I'm glad that they have like managed to like fast the transportation, a traveling system in the game. Specky and Savannah has served us well and been welcome companions on this leg of our journey, and been welcome companions on this leg of our journey. I see their need for affection. I feel a desire to protect them, and bring them comfort. Okay. I am pleased that we were able to rid the realms of the raiders who slayed their king. If it is within my power, I will not let no wolf suffer the same fate. Yep. We actually like destroy every raiders camp like to like make them feel safe. And also notice that they are also like wearing all the wolf clothes. Mimir. To the point, I've written them in the main story also when I was like progressing through the main story, but I'm just reading them again to like I don't miss anything when I give my review on this. Berserkers are like Valkyries from God of War 3, Human 2018. Yup, but I think I don't know, but fighting against the Berserkers felt more fun to me in comparison to like Valkyries. I think. But you're right. I think this is like their new style. Like they have like put this style in 2018 also, where like make the side bosses more difficult. It is for them those who want to like explore. And in this game also they've done the same actually. And what's up, Eddie? But I have come to rely. One second. Mimes has lived with us since our return from Jordanheim. I have known few I would call friend and brother. When I was reading this, I was I felt this so good. When he's called him like brother. Fear I would call friend. I've known few I would call friend and brother. Fear still, but I have come to rely on the wisdom and counsel of this smartest man alive. Also, he is compact and does not consume precious resources. And there's a like a good point also I want to like say about it. I went to give me story on easy to kill them berserkers. I actually did it on balance. They were like a quite a good challenge, but I think after like doing everything and coming back to that berserkers, it was fun because I really love fighting them. It was like fun actually. Like it was like a learning process. You get defeated, and then you learn the patterns and everything. There's a one thing I want to like say about is like I've never seen in other games. It's like when you die too much to the berserkers, like the side. Actually, let me say the berserkers only. In like when you like in between of 7 to 8 try, they will change their pattern for one game, one round. Yep, it will just the pattern will change for one round, and it is so sick actually. They're the ones that have good gear. Yep, the berserker armor and the relic is so great actually. That is so great. And there's one thing I want to point about was this lore also. Like when Kratos denied the deal with Odin and Thor, I thought he's because he doesn't trust the gods and he will never make a deal with the gods again because of his prior experience. But in his novel, in his book, he writes because of the counsel given by Mimir. He doesn't, or in the 2080 game, he was telling also like never trust Odin, never trust Odin because of mainly of that decision of the council of Mimir. He denied it. I didn't see no one beat them yet, lol. I've beaten all the berserkers. Are you talking about berserkers? I've beaten them, all of them actually. I've beaten the king also on balance. On the new game plus, I'm going to like, play on like give me God of War. So whenever they release it, I will just try to like do that on give me God of War. And what I was talking about is like what I was talking about actually. So in the novel, on the audio also, like he said that I would have accepted a deal in if we didn't have a like a council like Mimir. So like to like his scared, he was like ready to like make a deal with like the gods again. And you don't get it that the first deal that he made literally make his life terrible. And Atreus. Let's see what is about Atreus now. Atreus has grown much since our journey to Jotunheim. We have trained through winters upon winters with no summers between. He is stronger, more capable, more adept in battle, and an excellent climber. But he still has much to learn if he is to master his emotion with discipline. He remains distracted by the thoughts of Loki and a destiny foretold by the giants, whatever his mother's people intended for him. Whatever she intended, I will keep him safe and prepare him while I can. Yeah. I really like the aspect of like, creators like walking the journey with Atreus like to reach his goal. I really love that about creators when when he accepted the like when it's fine, he will go search for tier. Even though in the later it was like fake tier. Skull and Hearty. Of all the stories Mimir told us of the giants, this was among the most difficult to believe. Giants bulls with the power to chase day into night and back again, yet the secrets Atreus uncovered within their shrine reveal they are alive, and perhaps then so is Tyr. Hmm. Yep. And when we first meet them, when they do the transition of like day to night, it was so incredible, man. It was so incredible and so beautiful the moment. Brock, oh man, the dwarven blacksmith Brock was the first ally we encountered when we set out. I actually pointed out during the when Brock died. It was the first ally we encountered in the Norse mythology. The dwarven blacksmith Brock was the first ally we encountered when we set out for the mountain's peak. He and his brother Sindri made a Leviathan axe for Faye, and this has been a common bond. Brock is blunt with a foul tongue, which I like, but there is a wisdom in his bluster. I find him acceptable company. This is funny, like when he was writing this, I find him acceptable company. Sindri, on a journey to Jotunheim, Sindri proved himself a capable blacksmith and valuable ally. Now he has been helping Atreus in his search for Tyr. I am unhappy this was done without my knowledge. Yep. I think Kratos was also like this, like Tell me the truth. I will, go with you, but don't hide it from me. I don't like this that stuff. Though it is better, Atreus was not alone on this part. I will attempt to spare the dwarf my dwarf my wrath. It may not be easy. He's still struggling with the anger issue, I think. Rape. Let's just see. Rape done. The dwarven proprietor, proprietor of the tavern in Navalae. He was forthcoming with Dunley's location and also with the bitter anger towards Mimir. His establishment is too small and welcoming. I hope he is a better musician than he is a barkeep. He actually won the award, so yep. Uh, I love all the soundtrack he produced for this game, man. Love it. The line Jibeka. I cannot pronounce that name. If I'm reading these kind of words, I want to tell you real that just forgive my pronunciation of these words. I will say that. So it appears that Mimir has enacted many cruelties here in Swaziland, none more reprehensible than chaining this creature and harvesting its fat for oil. To perform an act so heartless and to put it out of one's mind to never speak of it. It reminds me of a boat captain I wronged long ago. He was too robbed of his freedom and suffered because I who I was and the choices I made. Yep. Perhaps there is a measure of monster inside all us. Yep. And I think in Ascension also he was like chained for a very long amount of time because of like breaking his oath to Ares. Which I can understand creators' anger on it. But because on the other hand also like creators is also hiding a lot of stuff from Mimir still. It's cool that he has told about his demios and everything. But he's an the only person that know about like the fraction of the family is Freya, literally, in the game. Just imagine like Kratos is angry with this thing about like the whale. Imagine how angry maybe when he heard about this the family. And still like he didn't tell Freya about the ashes on his body of previous family also. Darlin, a minor official of the Dwarven city, Navala, at one time an ally of Face in an effort to resist Odin. Now he numbs his failure in drink. It appears he has aided us with the map to TS location. Also, his sea creation dinner gave Atreus an unusual stone. I also think that if Kratos was not the husband of Faye, he wouldn't have never given that map. And we actually got a lot of story about Faye also, like when she started a rebellion against Odin, and Darling was a member with him. That it failed, and we got to know about later in the story that in the side stuff only in the side missions that she had a fight with Thor, you know, and she was like fully in rage, and there was like one more thunder and ice combination in the Vanaheim realm, like in the Midgard when when Thor and Kratos fighted, and Thor also said that it feels familiar. And I think it was said that he was drunk during the fight, Thor, and Faye was in like fully rage because I think I want to guess it is because what Thor has done to his, kind of giants. And also to the point like Thor couldn't kill Faye also because Thor has a lot of lot of hatred towards giants. And I think one thing that Odin is like when he had a son with a giant, he wanted like to discover the Mark's realities and everything, and he was not capable of that, so he found disappointed and solely used Thor for his destructions tasks. Rat Rata Tosker. I always call him Ratoskar, but we just now we just say Ratatoskar. A large and extremely talkative squirrel who claims to take care of the word tree. He is overly familiar yet seems harmless and benevolent. His spectral aspects have aided us before and may again. He revealed that the stone given to Atreus by dinner was a seed for use in realm travel. Oh, he revealed that the stone given to Atreus by dinner was a seed for use in realm travel. Okay, if he continues to prove useful, I may tolerate his excessive blather. We actually got a dialogue for Redisco, like got to know from Mimir about Redisco in the Eternity game also, where he talks about like he takes care of the word tree and everything, and he was a good character actually. Redisco, he's a good character. At the first, I thought like let's see. I was thinking that he was going to be annoying, but he was not actually. He was a good character. I will say that. Oh dear. Of the myths and legend Mimir has unfolded to us, none have so inspired Atreus as the life of Tyr. Once the god of war in these lands, he dedicated himself to peace, a hero not only to mortals of Midgard but to those of the far off lands of other pantheons, to which he traveled in the name of diplomacy. Even the Jorna River revere him. It is believed his aid is what made the giant disappear, escaping Odin's wrath at least for a time. Hmm. I am not certain he will prove as useful to us as Atreus hoped, either as a leader or as a source of information. Though perhaps with patience he will recover himself. Most importantly, he seeks neither war nor revenge for suffering visited upon him. In this I am grateful. Yep. When Asgard fell, the true prison holding Tyr fell with it. We happen upon it in Niflheim. Hmm. Yeah. If you say I didn't saw a video like I think it was Eric Williams only, which was talking about like on fake tier they put it like a dash, like I forgot what to pronounce that thing, and on real tier it was not actually. So that was a cool detail also. And on the thing that we were also like very when I was playing Frontiering game, I was very curious about because a person like a god, a good god who has like traveled to like other pantheons, especially like Greek also. It was showing in the paint art on the sculptures and when we like going downside. But it also like make us how talented Tyr was, like how good he was, and we were like very curious to know about him in Ragnarok, I would say, because they first revealed the trailer, they showed Tyr only, and we were like excited for one fact also, like he has the ability like to travel to other mythologies. So in this game, he didn't play a major role, but uh, I think in next game he will play a major role, like in going to like other mythologies, because he knows this. Also, I want to fact that if Atreus went on his journey to like discover giants, he knew that like Tyr know about something special about that giant, but also there's like a different point to it because I think Atreus never met the. Oh, I see. Atreus never met the real Tyr actually. Only we can find that prison after completing the game, not before before the ending. So he went to the giants to like know about the giants and everything to find every giant, but he never met the real Tyr. Oh, like when I was playing the ending, I was like very satisfied and I have no questions. But like when I'm talking about these things, some like questions come out of like pop up, and then the answer also like to the question is also like popping off. And we were like very curious about this Tyr character actually, and yep, that revelation of like revealing the fake Tyr to like it was like Odin was so great. Huff Gufa. We have discovered that the source of the sandstorm in the Barrens was a creature, mimic goals, a Huff Gufa. They were like so beautiful, man. Like when they, appear on the sky and floating around everywhere. They were so, beautiful to watch. And that time she was great actually. And I encountered something like this as a boy, but it was a much, uh, but it was much smaller. I encountered something like this as a boy, but it was a much smaller sea creature that did not fly. Now, what is he talking about? The big thing, the final boss when she transformed the fate, the fate of sisters when he fight it on a boat. I could encounter something like this as a boy, but it was a much smaller sea creature that did not fly. uh, I think you could be like talking about the God over one first boss also, where we fight the serpent. I think now that I think he was talking about the assassin boss, the when we won with the fight on the board, or the second one was the in the God over one game, the first boss we encountered. Now that the storm has subsided, we can explore the desert freely. And now that the storm has subsided, we can explore the desert freely and collect resources. To the west, we can see another sandstorm likely caused by another Huff Gufa. Uh, I don't know why, but Huff Gufa like sounds so like so like satisfying to say. I don't know why, but we should ease what was written in the novel. We should ease this creature's pain when the time is right. The Hafgufas. How can I like scroll it down? Because there's some lines I cannot read. Or it is like here only stop writing it. Maybe. The Hafgufas have been released and the sandstorms in the desert have subsided. Once reunited, they mated, gave birth, and died. Their species will live on. I am pleased we were able to free them and that I was able to spend this time with those who are close to me. This creature offer a reminder that time we have with our. Oh, we actually stopped there. Reminder that the time we have with our. Hmm. That was such a great mission actually. The Hafgufa one when they gave birth to all like the thousands of like Hafgufas, small ones. Freya. Freya continues to pursue us, seeking revenge for death of herself. Baldur, I do not wish to fight her. She was a friend, but I will defend myself if she forces my hand. I do not see a peaceful resolution to our situation. Though I tried for so long to avoid it, we are forced to confront Freya head on. For the time being, she has stayed her blade, and I have agreed to travel with her to Vanaheim. I do not believe she will ever forgive me, but perhaps a journey will give her time to reconsider her need for vengeance, which actually works. Our journey in Vanaheim was successful in breaking Odin's curse on Freya and in allowing us to forge a new alliance with her. Anger now focus on Odin. Perhaps we can free ourselves of his influence altogether. I am relieved to think of her as a friend once more. I can imagine no more. And that was such a great scene between Freya and when she free of his like curse when they talk and the acting of Freya was so good actually, literally so good. I think she might be like my favorite performance in this game, and Kratos also was so good. But the scene where when Kratos was like so sad to like he was like showing like he was so sad to like fight Freya. He bring out his axe to like it's your choice. Let's see, and he finally accept his mistakes also. Like when Freya said, uh, when Freya focus her vengeance on Odin. That was such a great scene, man. Such a great scene. And it was like when I was seeing that scene, I was thinking like, man, Kratos can like solve the problems without fighting. Also, I think Kratos also realizing that also in that moment, Freya was like walking away. He was like kind of happy and sad at the same time. I think. We have met Freyr, the brother of Freya in Vanaheim. He is an unusual god, roguish, not as impressive as his sister, yet his allies seem loyal and include many I would not expect to cooperate. He does not resemble any great leader I have known, nor does he share their strengths. What makes him so able to unite former enemies, and will it work with Freya? And it's so crazy that Freya did, whereas it was his not main objective like to unite the enemies of like the elves, not elves, dark elves and light elves. He just did that in searching for another goal. This is so crazy. And I think Freyr has a little bit like less screen time in the game, uh, but I think I still like the character which he was actually. And in the Freya also like I want to point out also like Freya also saved Kratos from dying. So that's why this is one of the main factors like Kratos doesn't want to like kill her, and they make formed a bond in the last game also when like Atreus was sick and everything. And like he doesn't want to kill her, Freya also because uh, he killed her son also. But like he was ready to like fight if she would have focused chosen the vengeance on Kratos. Lunda, an old friend of Brock and blacksmith to Freya's army, she seems the Huldra brothers equal in skill. She is also their equal in being too familiar, too quirky, and behaving strangely. I love when she says, makes fun of Kratos, and like Kratos actually like compliments towards his, physique. It was such a funny moment. Her comments are often puzzling and difficult to interpret, and I catch her staring. Often, however, if her armaments are strong, I will tolerate her. Why the chief pissed me off when in the game she actually because of the like she always asking for the toy. So I decided I will do all the side stuff in the end. And she was like asking for some stuff, orbs, basically. It didn't know it was toy. But when I found that orb, it was just a toy. And I was just so angry because she was like, every time if we meet her, give me that orb. Find me that orb. Find me that orb. It was like a toy. Seriously. And I was like happy because of like how they were making fun of it. Also, like, the toy. She was a great character, I will say that. A good, I think, in like very little amount of like screen presence in this game, she like often to make a like a create a spark inside you in the player, which I really like. And her voice acting was like so. Her voice acting and her performance as Lunda was like so great actually. I want to know that she was like talking in this accent or it is her like original one. If I have to like bet, it is like her like trying to like talk in this accent, not the original. She like talks. Maybe I'm a little wrong. Bela and Byjuver. Bela, a dark elf, and Byjuver, a light elf, are allies of Freyr and something more than allies to each other after seeing so much division and anger in Elfheim. To see them together is striking. It is a reason to hope elves may yet find peace, perhaps aiding them by exploring the hidden sanctum in the Elfin Desert will allow us to help correct our own past wrongs towards the elves. Yep. I really like the argument, really like the topic around when like we first went to like Elfheim with fake Tier and us and Atreus when like the both of the God of Wars like the fake Tier I would say were like giving the perfect answers like the knowledge to creators about like starting the wars because Atreus was like we did the right thing like the war it's not like a big problem but he put him in a new perspective like in war like no side is like good or bad so it is like that which I really love that topic about I cannot like clearly state it because I will like watch it again I will watch it before like give the review because that scene was such a great topic when they were talking about And I really loved these characters. Their performance was also good, and they were like interesting to like meet or like a friendly elves in the game. And let's just see. I want to point out that in the prison also like we saw more of the bodies. So Tyr was alive. Basically, doesn't want to kill Tyr, Odin, but uh, I think they needed to be like alive to like take her the form of the person, the Odin, and they were like a body of dwarf also, and a elf also, and I think there was one more actually. And I wonder like on her journey, he was like tracking us all the way from the start of the game to like end of the game. I think he might be also, and they were like good characters. Helka. The biggest perk of this like game is like the biggest advantage is that the side mission which we usually say them like these side missions are like the quality of the side mission are like we might find them not in the like what do you say like in comparison to other games. If I make a comparison to like some other games like the generic games which we sometimes they release, the side mission of these games will be like better than the main missions in those games. Helka. Helka is a horn of unusual girth. I do not know the meaning of that, but I will find it later. Who is kept by the allies of Freya camp. Her tracking skills are impressive if Bridget survives. Finally, I'm going to like this is pronounce the name right because I will always forgot this guy's name. So I really like the character because of this limited presence. Also, I really he made an impression on me. If Birger survives to return home from his fall into the jungle, he will have the dog to thank his life. Hmm. Yep. That dog is so loyal actually, and was cute also. And due to him, we were like able to like find a new part of the game, which I really loved actually. Like exploring a new area of the world, which is like only for like find a mysteries around like like find a mystery about the thunder and the ice thing colliding, and what happened to the people of where they were living here, and why there are like so many dragons, why the water is soft. It was so great actually. I love it. And Hildisvine. When we first met Freya as the Witch of the Woods, we had wounded her magical boar and helped her to heal him. Now we have met him restored to his human form, a trusted counselor to Freya and Freya. He appears to hold no grudge against Atreus and I, but his rivalry with Mimir seems longer and bitter. Because he was like a talker from the like I don't remember the specific word, but he was like a talker from the Vanheim side when he was like, and Mimir was from the Asgardians when the Aesir. And I was actually this prediction was right because I made a prediction. Uh, was that is that I when I was playing the 2018 game, when you like don't go towards the gate like exactly after like the cutscene ends, like it just talks with Freya and they were reveal about like he cannot turn into his original form. He needs like thinking and something like that, and I don't remember the full point, but he couldn't like come into his like original form. And I from that moment I thought I said that in the stream was maybe I saw it on stream, but I saw that we were going to meet the pig's real form, and he will play like a major character in the game. I don't know about he's a major or not, but he was like something in between that. And that prediction was right. Along with the one more prediction which I make was that when we first meet Tyr, I predicted that they were predicted two things. That Tyr might be like shocked because that's why he's behaving like this, or doesn't remember anything. But the third one was like he might be the fake one, and audience like impressing audience in his form. So that actually predicted I predicted it right actually. Norns. the what I'm doing right now is like I've talked about the story in in the when I was like playing the main story also, and like after every scene I was like telling my thoughts and all that thing. Some of them I was not, some of them was just reacting only. And right now we after like we also like talk about the theories and every possibilities also, which I want to like do it like after this reading the codex also, and which is actually I want to like do it more in this stream also. And after that reading all this stuff and like talking about every character in more detail right now, like reading the codex with us is actually a good opportunity, like to talk about the theories or like the what talking about these specific characters in detail, because in the review I want to like talk about the each character like very specifically, I think. The Norns, the fate of these realms, their names are Uro, Verondi, and Skald. I do not know how I know this. They are meddling inside my mind is already proving difficult to recall. Yet an uneasy feeling remains. No matter I remember learning Heimdall is a threat to my son, that is enough. Man, I really love the way they directed that scene actually. That the scene with the Norns, the fate of this the Norse saga, and really love everything about it. And when Kratos was walking around and the Norns were saying, "We enjoyed your journey, we enjoyed the story, Kratos." That was such a hype moment for me actually. It was just reflecting upon the legacy of Kratos also, which I feel when I was just watching that scene, it was such a good moment actually. And these Norns are so much better than the Greek one. I wanted to point that out also, because like if you like kind of see in the like God of War mythologies also, then the God of War game story, original one, they were like kind of like the main villain. Literally, they were like main villains. I don't want to go into the detail in that much, but they were literally like the main villains of the story. Not Zeus, not Athena, not everyone. They were literally the main villains, and they like interfere a lot with the people, the gods, and everything. And these knowns were like, you don't make some unique choices. If you keep making this choices of the same nature you were, you're going to like go into the same path. We are like irrelevant. If you want to like change your journey or like the what you have to like they were saying that everything is written, you cannot change your fate. They were saying that if you change your if you want to like change your fate, just choose what was the word for it, they just make different choices. Like in the war also, creators like changes his like nature of like like every sacrifice can be made to like win the war. It's nothing it was something like that. And he actually changed it because of the choice he made, which was like very unique to creators also, which he made a very unique choice. He changes his like choice, and the result of that the giant's future was like proven wrong. So like these notes were like a lot better than the Greek ones, because they only I think talk to those people who like came in search for them. I don't think so. They like talk to them, everyone around, like go and interfere with their lives. So they were like, if you keep making the same choices again and again, we are literally irrelevant. But the one thing they also only talk about like Heimdall is that they were like going to like find Heimdall is like going to be like a threat to Atreus. Even they didn't meet the fates. Like Kratos was too focused on protecting his son and doesn't care about the final outcome like the Ragnarok, which was making me so much uneasy also. Like it was like I know like he's his kid, but it's like in these games like 2018 like the development of Kratos was like so much like he's thinking in every way possible. But I think when it comes to his sons, he only like focus on his son's life, like keeping the safety of his son. He doesn't want to lose again actually a member of family. Uh, they were such a good characters. Also, that scene was so good actually, so incredible. Sigrun. I don't know why I've just pronounced her Sargon actually. Sargon, the Valkyrie Queen, was the most lethal opponent Atreus and I faced in the prior adventures. Long ago, she was loved by Mimir, and clearly he remembers her warmly. But her utmost loyalty is to Freya, having aided her in restoring her warrior spirit and recovering her Valkyrie wings. She was such a great character, such a great character. Also, we actually got to know a lot about Shogun and his like past love story and his past, the story of like her story was so sad actually. If you don't have to like know about her story, like you have to like do the side mission where like we have to like we find some part of the stories about Sargon, like she was like a child from a kingdom and in love. It was like I want like I think we will have the codex for that also. We'll read that also. And her story, the main thing I remember is that her story was like so, sad actually. And it's good. I think when I think that we were like going to like get more information of Sigrun in the last game, but we actually got a lot in here only. Kelpie, a search for the Norse led us to a mystical horse. Mimir called it a Kelpie. It walked upon the water, transformed, and then dived down beneath the surface, carrying us to the Norse inner sanctum. I expect our departure to be no less unpleasant. May the Norns make this journey worthwhile. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have nothing to say. Like it was a cool, moment when we were go underwater with this horse. Harris Velger. We have spoken to the eagle that presides in here in Elfine. She watched from afar while battled the bridge keeper in her prior journey. Now by releasing calm, we have opened 60 years to Helheim. Harris Velga is not pleased but does not appear to be our enemy, but does not appear to be an enemy that is for the best. Like I thought when I was playing this rotating game also, I thought that we were going to fight that bird in the next game, but she was just a keeper. It was like a movement like the word serpent snake also. He probably going to fight her, but he was like a friend. The Lady of the Forge. Oh man, she was such an interesting character to me. And Brock spoke of the lady with much reverence before our arrival. In fact, this mermaid has herself the forge of this mountain. Her meddling pieces of the Draupnir spear was a sight unlike any I have witnessed. It is unfortunate she could not see Brock due to his missing soul bits. Like these like the Norns, the Lady of the Forge, like there's like a fight between elves. I think these things will might reappear in the next game in the God of War franchise also. I think that because I think that in the like next game, if there's a moment like we are going to like go to the lady, it looks like so exciting, like we are going to like forge a new weapon again. And she like um made us a new weapon. I was like, oh, I got so good. I got so greedy. I was like, yes, we are going to like come here again, make a new weapon for like to kill Odin also. And I was like greedy. I was like so greedy. I was like saying, just give us like three more weapons now, because each God of War it has like a lot of weapons. It does. So yep, that was such a great scene also. That the forging of a weapon. Oh man. And that spear new weapon addition is so good to the game. Oh, he does suited like sitting. Okay. Oh. And actually, I've written all these codex in the main game when the man of us was playing the story also. Suitor has agreed to help us if we do not involve Sinmara. He believes that his fire channeled through the blades of chaos alone can provide the spark needed to bring forth the monster who destroy audience. God, the man of ash cares nothing for his life. The man of ash. That can be said the same for Kratos also. This man of ash cares nothing for his life, only for who he loves. He bears her hurt in his chest and is separated from his own, and he is separated from her. I believe I understand his condition. Hmm. Suitor's character, I like the design of Suitor actually. It was good. And he first denied us because he didn't see the blades, because the blades contain the primordial forces. It was like made in the depth of the Hades. So it was such a cool moment. And if you don't know about the primordial stuff, also like in the God of War, they also talk about the primordial stuff more. Like they were like the higher existent energy, where like Athena is like speculated to be there because of the sacrifice she made, a selfless sacrifice she made for Zeus. And I think the Mark's mystery was like for Athena also because when she died, I've talked about this again. I've talked about this already. But when she died, Athena, there was like green thing when she died. A green energy literally released from her, and the Mark's thing also considered that there was a green scar to it. And the readings of that Mark's mention some words from like other pantheons, and yep. That was a. I think this will like they will like expand upon this a more in the New Year's God of War games. Bergia. Bergia bears the amendments of the travelers, yet he has abandoned Odin's false path and sworn himself to Freya. And in the defense of Vanaheim, we fear him lost after his selfless losses to escape on Sky Belonia. I am pleased you were able to repay that debt and rescue him in a return. A brave and honorable warrior. That is such a good high praise you can get from creators. And like he was like the some of the travelers they were like alive. He was like one of them, and the travelers were like we've got to know a lot about travelers also. Like they were like on their mistol guidance, because Odin told them like if you travel all the realms you may find like peace or like eternity, something like that. And it was like a good backstory for the travelers also, and like how he doesn't believe, how he is like there was a traveler who was like abandoned the path of Odin. And he lives with a turtle now, which is great. Dane. Frey once spoke to me of Dane, the stag of spring. She called him the dead one. For the season of rebirth can never came without death to lead the way. The thought came as a comfort to me as she knew it would. Yeah. Mm. Okay. The Valland. Well, these were all the stats of season we found in the game. I really love the description about this also, what Kratos wrote about. Frey were referred to the stag of summer as the unconscious one, named for when the winds grow calmest. The Darwin names of these stags led her to wonder if they evolved from the primordial dwarfs. Damn. The Darwin names of these stags led her to wonder if they evolved from the primordial dwarfs who embodied the winds. The thought seems less strange to me after encountering Fafnir and his brother. Mm. It's great that it's every like most of the stuff knows like I think it makes sense because Giants knows a lot of stuff also about like primordial. Like primordial is like a higher existence, like when the energy is fought. Denier, once during a great storm, Faye told me the story of Autumn Stag Denier, also called the Sound of Thunder. To my regret, I remember it little. To my regret, I remember it little. I only remember her, the fire. I only remember her, the fire in her eyes, the passion in her voice, her being, her very being animated by the colors of the season and the ferocity of the winds. The memories of her spirit long outlives her words. The memory of her spirit long outlives her words. Hmm. Dura Pror, in a journey to deliver Faye's ash, it was a Jotner statue of Rupner, the stag of winter. Yep. They added a passage through the mountain of Midgard. Oh, that is the thing where we first went into like the mountain. We unlocked this puzzle. It was like something like a guard keeper, I think, for the giants, so no one can follow them. He and Serpent remain here in this realm, like to protect the giants from the upcoming attacks. Guys, 1 second. Uh, okay. In a journey to the, it is only fitting when it was too excited to sleep. Favorsing of the thriving slumber, the sleep of winter that allows for the dreaming of spring. The body needs rest, she would say, but the soul needs to dream. Hmm. So she used to like sing the song of her this thing, a thriving slumber to make to sleep, you know. So he was excited to sleep for that thing, that song. So we read all the friends one. Let's read the foes one also. I do not regret Baldur's death. Had I allowed him to kill Freya, he would not have abandoned his pursuit. Yup. His fate would have been the same. I do not expect Freya to accept what happened as necessary. She will likely pursue us until one of us is dead. Also, like Kratos did like a like uh, didn't like allow Freya to like make a choice for her death and life. He might have like made a mistake, but also to his side, if Baldur didn't if Kratos latest would have let Baldur like kill Freya, then also I think like Baldur would have like come pursuing for him, and if Baldur would have like reached that uh, Jordanite giant thing realm, Jordanheim, it could have been a more problem, I think. Baldur was such a good character also. Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor, also pursued us on our journey. Magni was strong but arrogant until his last breath. Modi proved himself a coward, but I pitied him in his last moments. There seems to be little forgiveness among the Aesir gods, and I expect that we have yet to suffer the consequences of the blood we spilled. Hmm. Yep. There are many differences between Thor and his brother Baldur. Baldur fought wildly, and his motivation to inflict pain because he cannot feel. Thor is calmer. His bloodlust is for the fight itself, not for suffering it inflicts. The full force of his attacks is heavy as any I felt. The hammer, modular, Moinor, I wish to say that, only compounds his power. Each blow echoes with the death and destruction they have brought together. He chose to end our fight prematurely. It is good for both of us that it did not reach its conclusion. Yep. But that fight with Thor was so great, actually. So great. Uh, Thor was such a good character, also. Like his son before him, Odin has come to I really like the fact that every like major boss in this game, like in the Greek one also, like came like some of the Greek ones like came to like create this yard to like challenge them or like kill them or like make a deal. It's still true because Kratos is the final boss actually, who cannot be defeated. Like his son before him, Odin has come to our door. He does not seek vengeance for Baldur, but instead he speaks of a peace. And in action, Odin claims that Atreus has been searching for Tyr and has requested he halt this endeavor. I am not pleased that he knows more about what my son is doing than I, while I do not approve of what Atreus has done behind my back. I will not abide the gods of this realm coming to my home and dictating our actions. If he does not want us searching for tea, it is likely that it is exactly what we should be doing. It must note that he offered a deal of peace for an action if I did not have better counsel, which I was speaking about that thing only like in like 15 or 20 minutes before. I would have been tempted to take his threat to Freya made this impossible. She may persist her as a she may persist as a danger, but to ally against her with her former husband is unacceptable. That is also another reason. Also, the huntress. I like the first when we met this huntress, and she like stabbed Kratos from like the behind. She was just a good mini boss. That's the stalker that ambushed us has broken my shield. The stalker that ambushed that ambushed that ambushed us has broken my shield. She was a formidable huntress and fought well. I must alter. She was a formidable huntress and fought well, and she also broke the she. Didn't like Thor broke. Oh, it was. Didn't Thor broke the shield? Or maybe like to like half, then Huntress did it fully. She was a formidable huntress and fought well. I must alter my defensive strategy now that I do not have the ability to block. At least now we will be mentally prepared if we encounter another stalker. Yep, and Kratos has a like he has a lot of like in the original games also like you didn't need a shield. He could have just he has a habit of like not fighting with the shields also, which he told Atreus is also about. It was like a little reference to the old God of War games, which I like. Hertha the Hateful. I think she was the first uh, hateful we encountered in the game, which we died a lot. I think two times to her in the realms of dwarfs. I've never encountered a Draugr like this one before. It fight as if fulfilled by infinite hate. Infinite hate. It emerged from a scar in the earth that closed once we defeated the monster. If we encounter more of these holes, we must close them, put down any creature that emerge. Mimes has identified her as a former empress called Hertha. I do not care who she ruled over. I will put her back into the ground. Damn. She was a former empress called Hertha. So like they were like cool mini bosses also, and love to like fight against them. And like each have their like this story, little story to them. Elva, winters ago we defeated a dark elf kings. I cannot pronounce that name. He also led. He also said that kings also said us when he defeated her in the 2018 game was like you made a mistake, and we thought that we were going to we as a players thought that we were going like make a we actually did a good thing. It appears in his absence, a new guardian of the Temple of Light was anointed. Her sportsmanship and command of her form was unlike any. Her sportsmanship and command of her form and command of her form was unlike any, and command of her form was unlike any I've gone up against. Unlike any. I also like that in the novels, like when he writes in his book, he also like appreciates the enemy's like skills also. Really love that. She was the aggressor, but once again, Catrius cautioned if we have helped the wrong side, referring to the struggle between the she was the aggressor and between the dark and light. The only side we can take in this conflict is our own. Yep. Fisker. Um. Who? Fiske, what sort must a mortal be in life to be given such power? What sort must he was the first champion of ODB face in Vanaheim. What sort what sort must a mortal be in life to be given such power and authority in Valhalla to wield a scythe and defend territory with such vigor? I imagine this Fisk, a farmer who took up arms against some threat proved adept at slaughter, and for his valor he was awarded an afterlife of more slaughter. I wonder whether he even has a choice. Hmm. What sort must a mortal be in life to be given such? Also, I also like that he has some questions also for some enemies which he didn't, he's just guessing, like what kind of mortal he was in the life to get this power and authority in Valhalla to wield a scythe and defend territory with such vigor. I imagine this Fisk, a farmer who took up arms against some threat and proved adept at slaughter and proved adept at slaughter, and for his valor he was awarded an afterlife of more slaughter. I wonder whether he even has a choice. Hmm. Nidhogg, I do not know what a creature such as this would be, but that was such a cool boss fight also with Fiske. I do not know why a creature such. I wonder also like in God of War difficulty, give me God of War difficulty, how like different. I know that there's a good amount of difference. I want to see how much there will be a difference and how will any game plus because of the max stats I have would make it easy to me or like let me just see that I think. I do not know why by hmm. I do not know why a creature such as this would be so devoted to guarding the roots of a tree, but she gave her life in their defense. Odin exploited Nidhogg's and Nidhogg's purpose, protecting the roots of the word tree, to guard the curse he placed upon Freya, to use an otherwise innocent being nature to lead it to destruction is a vile practice. To use an otherwise innocent being's nature to lead it to to destruction is a vile practice. I do not regret slaying Nidhogg to gain Freya's freedom, but how many others are in the unwitting service of Odin? How many more will light that because of it? Travelers are also there, and that was such a good boss fight also in the dogs one. Like he has so many moves, and I love how just Odin just explored the nature of that thing and pointed the important like thing for Freya in that area. And I think the Nidhogg was like guarding that curse, not knowing like Odin has pointed that. The Maven. Do we like the Maven shouldn't be in the friends because she like we didn't kill her like and we had a, like an understanding, or that's why still it is in the force, or it should be like in the friends. Never mind. The Maven. Hmm. The vigilant steward of an Elfheim library are alive in Vanaheim. Beware told me these traits come from a long lines of elves who follow the same path. Librarians. A library exists to hold and share knowledge. To hide this away and claim it would destroy the light elves from within is to lack faith in the people who would most benefit from it. I really love the development in that fight also when he doesn't kill that Maven and they come to an understanding. That was such a good development. And Freya was also impressed. Olaf Nordson, the leader of the Cold Raiders, will threaten the wolves of Midgard no longer. Atreus has grown close to Specky and Savannah since their rescue, but over time I have come to rely on them as well. They are loyal and well mannered for the most part. I hope I have been able to put their troubled minds at ease now that this Olaf will never lay hands on them again. Hmm. Next thing, Heimdall. I think Heimdall might be my favorite new character in this game. Literally, love the personality of Heimdall. I love everything about him actually. Heimdall was everything described: a cruel, pompous bully. It is said by the former bully Kratos, and a formidable foe. Yep, he was actually. His gifts of intuition were nothing to be ignored, nor was his unexpected mastery of the Bifrost. When I struck a blow that should have ended the fight, I tried to heed the voice in my head that he was beaten, not worth killing. Yep. But Heimdall sensed my pity and it shamed him. His pride would not allow him to accept my mercy, which I really like. So in the end, I gave him none, and it was not my choice, and yet I feel satisfied. Yet I feel satisfied. Have I proved the nons wrong, or have I proved them right? Wrong. And I really love everything about this character, man. Such a great, my favorite character, I think, in this game. New character, I will say that. And fighting the mechanics of like fighting this boss, like stunning him with the figuring out that by ourselves was such a for me it was very innovative. I would say that boss fight might be like top 5 in the game. I I think I really like one thing I like that now I cannot check the Atreus novels, but it's also good that I've written whenever I was playing as Atreus, I've written I think all of the codex he had. I think so. Uh, Ohms Ohmstunga. The poisonous fumes this creature emitted. Oh, this is the wolf. And the brutal execution of this thing is like so satisfying. I really love that in the last game also and this one also. I think this was like a more aggressive one. I would say that the poisonous fumes this creature emitted poisonous fumes this creature emitted rival that of a newly erupted volcano in Greece. Hmm. Love when he wrote something about Greece or everything. Even he's just written the word Greece. Okay, that's a good appreciation from Kratos. The air around it smelled of rot and winter's old must. We have seen many grim in several times. I had thought they could not get more deadly than they already were. I was incredible. I think this was the wolf, the first two wolves. He was one of them who were like we encountered, or like the wolf we were like with Freya in the sunlight. We were like going to like rescue Freya. Mikkel Lumerner. Mikkeli Munner. I'm just Mikkeli Munner. As we again pass the mine in the realms of dwarves, where we first freed Tyr, we found a troll had taken up occupation of the prison. I do not know why such a creature would seek out and remain in the mine, let alone defend it. Then again, If the dwarves found value in such a place, perhaps Micmuna did as well. I love that. I think there's one more. He talks about another troll also, the ice one, and like he's I don't know why, but when he was writing about that thing, what I think of that thing is like he was like he used to like kill those trolls as an exercise for them, as a warm up, and now he's like a little bit sad because he has literally killed every troll, the literally the like the kind of trolls. He literally destroyed all the species of the trolls. And I just found it so much funny actually. And he was like sad also little because he literally killed every dog possible in the realms. But to that point also, we fought some more trolls which were like in statues, which I think might have satisfied Kratos a more lot. I think another race Kratos is responsible for destroying trolls. Because in the last game also there was a lot of trolls we defeated actually. And he was the first major boss in the game. As we again passed the mine in Swatalaya, where we first freed TL, we found a troll had taken up occupation of the prison. I do not know why such a creature would seek out and remain in a mine. Let on defend it. Then again, if the downs found value in such a place, perhaps Mikli Munna did as well. Hist and missed. We first encountered when we were with Atreus, and Odin was telling that to like train the Anya properly, and we see them. I was like excited that we are going to fight Valkyries again. Oh. Mm. I've been speaking a lot today. Let me just drink some water. It was very less, but I don't mind it. Mm. To fight two Valkyries and we were excited that we were going to like fight her and Queen Kana also. For a moment, I forgot about Ghana when we were going to fight these two Valkyries because Odin sent us to like stop it from like happening to Ragnarok. And when I remember, oh shit, we didn't encounter the Ghana. I think his and Mist were like the two most like they're like advanced enemies and like soldiers, and Q like Ghana was like the Q because she was the most powerful. I think. To fight two Valkyries in a tandem is to face both the sea and sky as they crash down as one. Their coordination in battle was unmatched. Yup. They were also a good team also. And the coordination also unmatched. I really love the they have like pretty like new various attacks also. I really love that actually. Like in this game, like all the bosses have their like very like different kind of moves. Like you cannot see like they will not use the same move again and again. You will see like, oh, they are using this move again, this in this act, they move this move in this act. So it was very cool to like see that actually. Their coordination in battle was unmatched. It is a pity their fidelity to Odin is by choice and not a corruption abated by their death. I would I would always prefer a Valkyrie fight on my side. Their aim was to take the marks back to Odin and perhaps Atreus with it. I hope news of their demise travels swiftly to Asgard. I love how just writes this. I hope news of their demise travels swiftly to Asgard. Queen Genna. Oh man, she was so powerful. Odin's final Valkyrie queen. At one time, she was Freya's handmaiden, friend, and trusted confidant. Mimir has called her a traitor, but it was clear she believed she was the one betrayed. Freya had spoken highly of her ambition, her conviction, and her unyielding loyalty. For a moment I was singing. For a moment I thought I was singing a rap for a sentence. They had spoken highly of her ambition, her conviction, and her unyielding loyalty. These would be admirable qualities in a warrior, yet in the end her loyalty proved misplaced in Odin. Even after his defeat, she met her end with dignity, though Freya took no satisfaction in delivering it. Yep, she was a great boss actually. Loved the fight with Winner and the attack we got from the defeating these boss was so amazing. That shield attack. And one thing I want to like point out also mm, like she was like like the Mimi's point of view also like this game also like shows that like the whatever like Mimir was telling or telling us about also was like from his own perspective. He was not always saying the truth, but from what he feels is like the what he feels, right? He just said about that thing. He will just say about that thing. So I really like that. It was like Kratos writes that Mimir has called her a traitor, but it was clear she believed she was the one betrayed. I like that like Kratos can look at their what do you say like their motive. Sometimes he cannot, sometimes he can clearly see it. Stinner and Sterker, brothers, tales in the service of Odin after Asgard has fallen. What they had hoped to achieve in the deserts of Elfheim has now blown away with the sands on the winds. I like how just he described their demises, man. Should any more Asgardian forces remain loyal to Odin, I will rid this land of them. So these are the two soldiers of Asgard, remnants of Asgard who fought in Elfheim, and yep, where I actually did a cool execution, which I really where I did a drop near speed execution, but it was so brutal. I really loved that, and yep, the remnants of Asgard was also like a fun mission to like do and clear out enemies. Because it led us to like exploring the realm more, which is we have like another more to like to explore the realm in addition to like the relics or the things we found. And this leads us to like the game wants you to like travel each realm after like completing the game also. The Untamed Fury, a stalker we fought. I think this thing I didn't read actually. In all of the things I've read, I didn't read of this thing, or maybe like not this, maybe. But I think reading this. But this thing I've not read this about the twins, the brothers one. So this is the Untamed Fury. We actually like got the Huntress armor, which was some of the last thing we've done in this game. Then we did it. I think the day before yesterday only. Untamed Fury, a stalker we fought in the jungles of Vanaheim. I did not wish to kill a warrior such as her, but her transgressions against innocents in Vanaheim could not go overlooked. She was a worshipper of sky, but it appeared that over time her devotion waned. My hope is that she finds peacefulness in the jungle she claimed to protect. Yep, and like she was a worshipper of Sky. Like we heard like a tale about Sky also about her father and how she was like tricked into like killing her father because she wanted to like prove to Odin, and Odin plays her father as a as a what do you say, as a bait. And that was when I was hearing this story from Mimir's words, it was I think very sad to me, and I really thought that we are going to like meet her in the Ragnarok, because what Mimir like kind of stated about her status was like she was somewhere in the mountain, or she was like we don't know like she is alive or dead. But I think in the next game we are like going to like meet her also. I think she was like a very I think she might be like the best hunter I think in the Norse saga. I was so curious about her, but we didn't get to meet her. Blatton, we encounter. This is the one we like fought in the sunlight, and those the one they were like talking about the previous wolf was in the two wolves we fought when we first reach Vanaheim. We encountered this creature in the jungles of Vanaheim. Freya later told me of this. We encountered this creature in the jungles of Vanaheim. Freya later told me of the legend he carried with him. Stories of his fierceness were told to young Vanir children to keep them. The fierceness were told to Vanir children to keep them in line. She would not say how much Vanir blood has been spilled by his claws. He was a good boss actually. He was. I love how aggressive he was. But from the solemnity of her voice, it was no small amount. Solemnity of her voice, it was no small amount. With the beast slain, parents will need to find a new way to scare their offsprings into obedience. I was just talking about this thing, man. When how like, he just add a smirk to it. Like I just describe their death in like so funny ways. I just like love that. We better told them about Kratos. Ormur, a mysterious creature. Mimi tells me it was born from an ember that escaped Sutra's hammer as he worked his forge. It was like forged from Sutra's hammer as he worked his forge. The steward of Muspelheim uses his bellows to breathe life into the ember, and its first act of existence was to steal and consume the precious metal the smith has been using to forge a weapon. Mid tried to tell me Sutra found it amusing. Were I Sutra, I would not be amused. Yep. I mean, this a lot actually about this codex. There's a good story in this. The description of Omra, like how he was forged from the hammer, and want to like steal and consume the precious metal. The Ragnarok made it. Not Ragnarok, the Sutra. The Raven Keeper. According to Mime, this Raven Keeper was an acolyte of Odin, lacked their physical prowess of a Valkyrie. She proved no less useful for her cunning and seercraft. Odin was in need of eyes in all the realms, and it was she who offered a solution. She stole the souls of children and reshaped them according to. That is so bad. According to Odin's malevolent will, in freeing this, she was like one of like Mimir only. She was like she has some same way of like Mimir, because Mimir also did some of the wrong shit to like impress Odin and Brock and Sindri. There are so many examples in this game actually, and she stole the souls of children and reshaped them according to Odin's malevolent will. In freeing the ravens around the realms from her servitude, we incur her wrath. Now we have rid the realms of both the winged spies and their creators. I only hope those poor children may find some measure of peace. And yes, like really love like there's in some mission like we cannot do anything about it. We have just to live with the fact that they might be like be fine. Hmm. Let's see, King Horfkraki. I really love this boss, man. He uses all of the power of his Berserker's commander, and fighting him was so fun actually. Former owner of the cursed blade Skofnang, an unworthy man who declared himself king, Mimi spoke bitterly of know how he and his berserker laid waste to the kingdom of Ledger. It is unlike Mimi to seek vengeance, but his cause is just. I have maybe to seek vengeance, but his cause is just. I have taken Halo of Swords, once a symbol of betrayal, and use it to rid these realms of him and his followers. I hope this brings Mimi some peace. I really love that after like defeating every berserker, we got like a story about Mimir and his relationship with that berserker. Really love that actually. And like after defeating the main boss, we actually got a conclusion to it. Was cool actually. These are all the berserkers we fought actually. I've written this about all of them. Yep. They describe their cruelty and everything. Their how they were like here. Did I read about this? I am told Forter was one of the king's favorite berserker. His early life as a traveling rhapsody, as she was called in Greece. Her early life as a traveling rhapsody, as she would be called in Greece, okay, led to her ability to move swiftly but attacks in full force with a destructive magic. People of many talents should rightly be feared, but she will be feared no longer. Yep. Did I read about this thing? One thing I want to do is now, right now, is like I just read it some silently. If I got something new, we'll talk about that. I'll talk about this thing in the game. Like even like he could have like killed them easily, but he was like make him like struggle. Yeah, we got like a little description about this guy that he never backs down from the challenge. We're talking about this thing also. I think my controller stick is like not like getting like broke. I think. Hacklanger, the bearded person, has intimidating facial hair. In that, I saw nothing of consequence. If that was where his strength lay, he should have ensured it would accompany his soul. He should have ensured it would accompany his soul in the afterlife. I pity him. Hair is temporary, as are we all. Hair is temporary, as are we all. And freakily, what's the money, Ashwin? Freakily the jealous. One of King Solo Berserker Freakily would never back down from you talk about this. Heckling the bearded. You talk about this. It's like it's very funny like hearing from the creators. He is temporary as are we all. Hits worker the blood. According to me, he's powerful. Yeah, but this was I think we defeated in Vanaheim only, where used to like resurrect the dead, basically like the creature who were like susceptible to like sea or magic. I think. Yeah, I talk about this also. Beyond the fear, Mimi would not tell me that the transgression of this berserker. He informed me he is relieved the heinous bastard is gone for good. He continued to speak ill of this Bioga for a few moments more, but I do not wish to write the rest of his word. I do am glad to see his demise. Yeah, but he was like very pissed about this guy also. I like how he said, Kratos just said this thing. Uh, this one, I think. Uh, oh, wait a second. It was like here around. But I do not wish to write the rest of his word. I'm too glad to see his demise. That was also funny. Kratos is like afraid to like write bad words in this uh, book because I think he sometimes he might think that somebody might open his book, maybe. Okay. What was the last one? This one. Enduring feelings of fitting title as her aim was true. However, Mimi tells me she earned it during her days as assassin. Her targets would meet their ends without fail, but not until after every ally around them had been killed first. But not until after every ally around them had been killed first. Hmm. I want to see like how they like got killed in the first place. A berserker of King Holofer we defeated in the deserts of Elfine, known for her force, as Mumir puts it. During her life, after she has defeated an opponent, she would not stay her maces. Hajati would continue her assault long after the body was beyond recognition. This Holof kept truly depraved company. I think he's talking about the with the three ones. I think this fellow kept truly depraved company. We have fight three of them. That's a cool way to describe these three things. Depraved company. Votra the Prideful. I'm told Votra was one of the king's favorite berserker. Her early life as a traveling. I read this thing actually. Did I read this thing? Please tell me how many the Cruel received her name from one particular battle. The last stand of Dauphin, during the which King her opponent declared defeat. However, using only her magic, then perform a blood eagle on the surviving general. Oh man, this is a cool detail. I'm glad that we are reading this thing actually. I will talk about what this kid is referring to. So in here, I just first just read the codex. Mimis tells me Hormundra the Cruel received her name from one particular battle, the last stand of Dolfdun, during which King Saul's opponents declared defeat. Hormundra, using only her magic, then perform a blood eagle on this surviving general. I am familiar with this method of execution, but I have not yet heard of magic used to enact it. The prospect is violent as necessary. So what he mean by when he used the blood eagle on surviving general, it was I think a reference to how Zeus converted his form into eagle, and he stole Kratos' power and gave it to the closest of roads. So that's why he's saying he was familiar with this type of execution, method of execution. Love the little reference in the novels and book to the old games. The prospect is wild and unnecessary. Sip Dagger, the core in life, Skip Dagger was said to sharpen her axes on the bones of her enemies. Oh, what a cool description. In life, she was said to sharpen her axes on the bones of her enemies. Mimir has garnished the truth before in favor of a good story, but in this instance, I cannot allow it. Bones will not sharpen weapons. If the dwarfs were to hear this, I do not doubt they will mock it furiously. Nice. Bodwar the Fierce. I have been told this Bodwar had all the brains of a hammer. If this is true, it is a wonder King's Horror Company were able to hold the reputation Mimis claims they did. A good warrior must be as sound in mind as they are in body. Still, I knew many companies in Greece who applied strength and brutality over strategy. Brutality alone never won a war. Love his references to the people of Greece and the gods. How he compared them to Greece also. Oh, we fought Stralofer. Stralofer alongside Borova the Fierce in this fight got me pissed actually. Even after I was doing wrong in the end, two times I was defeated. But again when I came with full power, defeated them easily. I was so hyped when I defeated these things. I don't know, but they feel more difficult to me than the king. I would say that. But king, the main perk of the king has that he had a good amount of health, a larger health. I would say. Uh, uh, uh. We found shortly after Mimi spoke bitterly of her notoriety in subterfuge. By cover of night, she would kill the families of powerful enemies. She was like assassin, rather than the rulers or generals. Rather than the rulers or generals, they would just kill the families of powerful enemies. That's fucked up. This incited swift surrender from some and brutal retaliation from others. This incited swift surrender from some and brutal retaliation from others. This action had like a two factor, reaction to it. Either outcome was enjoyable to her. She's like, don't care about the outcome. I will enjoy everything. Okay, we are done with the berserkers. Whew. During the rescue of our alive Birger, we encroached upon this creature's territory. I understand the need to protect the land one calls home, but if someone was to pass through my land peacefully on a mission to save a comrade, I would not launch an aerial attack at them unprompted. Maybe in service of Hades, you would have. I have to mute myself for a second. Can you hear my voice? Voice check. Okay. If he would have been in the influence of Ares, then I would believe that what he's saying here is right. The corpse eater. I do not think dragons took pleasure in scavenging. We found this creature after defeating two ogres. I had defeated second of the two, and this corpse eater took advantage of a victory. Oh yes, when we defeated a one, he took advantage in a victory. Yes, and flew off with his prize. Where we then gave chase. I have no use for a dead ogre, but there is no pride in stealing another skill. Yep. The Ash Triad, after a long winter in Midgard, traveling to other warmer realms has been welcome relief. The fire breath of these dragons, however, gave me a new appreciation for the cold. Like they were so hot. That was funny. This thing is. The everlasting, we found this dragon on a shore in Southland. To imprison a beast in this way, regardless of its misty, seems especially cruel. If no training is possible, it would ensure the safety of all to destroy it. If no training is possible, it would ensure the safety of all to destroy it. Instead, too much reliance is placed on the bearer of that relic. Instead, too much reliance is placed on the bearer of the relic that imprisoned it, which leaves a wide breadth for error and mishap. Yep. The Pale One. A dragon summoned by Odin Draven Keeper. Oh yes, this was he was summoned by the Odin's Raven Keeper during a battle with her. I didn't expect it in a fight a dragon different. During a battle with her, to summon a creature such as this, I must wonder did she imprison the beast just as she had imprisoned her ravens? If that is so, perhaps killing the pale one like its raven counterparts brought its freedom. If not, an evil creature is defeated. Yep. Gravel Valley, we found this rig. That was such a I was just so shocked when he first appeared out of the cave in the thing from the Infime thing. We found this drake in the deserts of Elfheim behind a door. I had been expecting treasures or a new area of desert to explore, but was instead met with a beast. The blue markings on his heads were like nothing I had seen before. They could be considered beautiful were the creature, not trying to take it stuck into my flesh. Slaghorn, a drake we track in the jungles of Vanaheim, one that seemed to enjoy burrowing under the earth and goring its victim to death, which it stucks. Freya tells me these creatures were not native to this realm. There is no one fear of their numbers. Yep, it was a good innovative way to trap the wolves and kill the drake. It took me a long while to solve that because I couldn't figure out why the wolves were keep respawning. We defeated Slaghorn, then in Vanaheim's great crater we encountered a drake known as Crackjaw. Crackjaw. A digging beast who had destroyed many of the Vanir stone structure it called home. Perhaps with this creature gone, who had destroyed a digging beast, who I think causing the earthquake, I think, yep. Who had destroyed many of the Vanir stone structure it called home. Perhaps with this creature gone, the quirking here in Vanaheim will cease. And yes, whenever near it, if you don't defeat this thing, you will hear the quirking every time. Yes, I was talking about this one. We encountered destroyed in Summertime. No, not this one. This was the one where Kratos one shot at the troll. You're like, I was like, are we going to find another troll? Seriously? And then, boom, finish. Aren't the developers kind of trollers? Troll. We encountered this troll in Svartalheim on our vision to find Atreus, and we were fortunate that this creature had positioned itself perfectly to break our fall. In gratitude, it put it out of his misery. I put it out of his misery. So although he kind of saved the their fall, then also Kratos was like, nah, you're gonna die. You're not safe for people. Boom. Join your 1000 trolls right there. I will kill the remaining 5 or 6, and then I will get honor of erasing another existence, like erasing a race of trolls, a race of kind, another kind. We see Halkonga towering over Midgard. The winds carried stench so far I could smell it long before I saw it. Wetting these fields in the dead of winter is one of the few ways to keep warm with our fire. This is such a roast, man. Fighting these beasts in the dead of winter is one of the few ways to keep warm without a fire. I appreciate this, however, we may run out of trolls. This is such a roast from creators. I like that's why I think Kratos doesn't speak these kind of things, but he just wrote it down. Bergerac Stormer, a troll, we awoke from slumber in Elfheim Eastern Desert, imprisoned by the dwarf Elvis Stonefoot. The sands of desert are not unlike those from the dunes of Lemnos in Greece. Yep. Unlike those from the dunes of Lemnos in Greece, they are rough and find their way into a crevice large enough to fit even a single grain. With the wild winds of this realm, I'm sure the creature awoke with a great idol of irritation. That could be a good factor actually. See, my stick is not working again. Gold Rub of the Ashes and Frost. Two scrolls imprisoned by the dwarves, Elvis Stonefoot fighting two elemental trolls at once is a unique challenge. Oh, Gold Rub of the Ashes and Frost. These were like two things. We were like in the statue, and we had to defeat them. They were the last one to form my armor. And I wondered that if we have that relic in the 2018 game, there were some more trolls in ice and gold during the near the temple of Tyr, where if we flip the temple, you can awaken those things also. I think. Two trolls imprisoned by the two trolls imprisoned by the dwarf Elvis Stonefoot fighting two elemental trolls at once is a unique challenge. I suspect I have more experience at it than most. I would say everyone. I will also happily never do it again. I will also happily never do it again. A troll imprisoned by Elvis Stonefoot in Midgard to be kept so still by magic or by frost is a horror to consider. Yup. How I just didn't kind of digest the word Kratos wrote horror. For Kratos, there's nothing horror. How like that it is. How like that it is. How like that it is. Yet to only sleep a prisoner inside your mind. Yet to only sleep a prisoner inside your. Yet to only sleep a prisoner inside your mind. I do not wish to think of it. Hmm. That is actually a good point. Oh, we can read the Atreus ones also. So guys, I think I've written most of them. These also, the lawmakers for these things are like, I think I will. These are like too much. I think I've written some of them, like the Sturgeon one, and like some of them more. Ruin reads, yep, and the scrolls. So guys, I've written like the friends and foes, which are like about the characters and story, and these are also like related to some other story. So what I will do is like, I've written these two things like, um, twice. I think one when during the movement and one now, and I'm talking about it deeply and like how I feel about those characters and how like I like the characters or not. And one thing I want to say is that like like uh like most of the stuff like relating like to like friends and foes I've like written that. Yup. And what I'm going to do is like I've just shown these two. I've written these two in details. So today's stream was like I wanted to like do this goddess reading stream which I did in the like second part of the stream where first I was focused on uh, like maxing up the skills. Then I thought that before like game plus new NG plus releases before like releasing of the before like 2 days of like releasing of that mode, I will just come back and do this stuff, and it will keep me like warmed up for the god give me God over difficulty. I want to see what new armors will be unlocked, and today I want to like with the goddess. But why did a goddess was like to like keep the story fresh in my mind. It was actually fresh, but to like I want to like talk about this character in more depth, which I did actually in today's goddess reading stream. So like I will read all of these like in offline again, off stream basically. I will just show you everything. You can just pause and read it actually if you want to like read it here because I will do this stuff off stream. I'll just show you for like 5 seconds each, and I will read the rest of it in off stream. And I think I've written more about like Atheist. I think everything actually. I will read it that again. If I missed something. So we just if you want to like read it by yourself on a stream, you want to like don't go like don't want to like look at other streams or like other videos. I will just you can just pause the stream and read every one of them because I just show you every page like for 5 seconds I think. Now the lore makers. If you can read this, it didn't work. Always wear earplugs. Apology. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm 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 sorry. What a great apology, man. I think the best apology, if there will be a award for best apology, it will go to this guy who made this Lord marker. This is about, I think, two trolls. I showed this earlier. I think they just a little fast. I read this about this thing. This was I was referring to the sad story of Shogun Sigdun. This I've already shown you actually. Scrolls. You actually read this also. So guys, I've shown every page of the codex. So basically, lore is like more about like the. It's I think I might compare it to like Last of Us, like notes, which you find from the dead bodies. It's like you get to like know the full situation, about the, what happened during that place, to what happened to the person, what was the situation here, how cool it was, how good it was, and the lore is more about that stuff, about the lore markers and the ruined trees and scrolls. The ruined trees like give us a perspective about the like uh, like the scrolls give actually a good lot of about information about some of the enemies also, like Shogun and everything, about the story, how they were like trapped and everything, about this sad story. And when I was showing you the pages one by one, I was thinking like I was just printing some notes for my homework. So I've shown you everything. This is the labels. You have seen this treasure maps. It's like all of these completed artifacts, Kawasi poems. Well, let me show you all the poems also. I think these are all reference to like PlayStation games. I think, or the PlayStation exclusive games. I've shown the LEDs. I'll show you this again. And this again. I was showing, I think the treasure maps is like this. You can just pause the stream and see every one of them. So the page I'm just showing you like slowly is like, you can just pause the stream. If you want to like read it on the stream only, you can just read it and understand more about the situations there and everything. You've done all the favors. All the main ones. So guys, I think I was so long in the Codex books, man. I just forgot I was like here for a moment. It felt like something different to me. I don't know why. This was a goal move. So why did I show you the spaces was like, if you want to like read this on the stream or don't want to like go anywhere, you can just read it on the, if you want to like read it on the stream, you can just read those. And I will just might like read it off stream only, I think. I think I've read enough actually about the schools, because during the main story also I was pausing the game and reading some codex about the characters or like some of the main characters or the side characters. I think there's no such things as a side character or main character to me, but all the characters which I've like Sargon, for example, like Odin and everything, Thor, and I read it on the during that moment only or like sometime later, because I think if I remember during the streams of Ragnarok, always at the start or like at the end of the stream, I used to like read all the lores. So I think I've written like most of the lores, but I think there are some more stuff I found, new stuff I will read, and I will be ready for my review tomorrow. I think tomorrow 50% chance, or like day after tomorrow it is confirmed, I think. I just meet Redoscope for one last time till the new Game Plus releases. I've literally shown everything the game offers you. I've literally shown everything on the stream, like what the game offers, and except for the these some labor stuff like the for you have to like gain XP, like these things. I will do this 2 days before like new Game Plus launches, and we might max the armors. Some of them we have already maxed most of the armors, and we will max the and other armors are like something like level 8, and we will just do that on that stream only. Just let us go for one last time.
At your service. What would you wish to discuss? I was curious, my dear fellow. You come from lands beyond these, do you not?
Yes.
I was wondering, who tended your world tree back home?
My home had no world tree.
No, you had no... Without... How? How did one travel from realm to realm?
On foot or by sea.
Good God, man! No wonder you left. Well, I mustn't keep you further from your goings-on.
That was such a good question. So like in the official like canon comics, it was told that he was like traveled to like literally by like land or boat or sea actually. That was a good question by Redoscope, because always like we ask questions about him. So he was curious about how creators travel from Greece to Norse, which most of us had that question during the 2018 game also. And I just love how creators just answer that question so simply. Actually, and he did that only, I think. He did actually that.
What can I do you for?
This is max which we can shield.
Brutal. Very big. Too deadly.
Too deadly.
Brutal. Very big. Too deadly. Brutal.
We actually max all the shields, I think. Yup, we actually max all the shields, which is good. Let's see how many attachments we can max.
Too deadly. Brutal. Very fierce. Too deadly. Brutal. Very
See, I always updated my stuff in a pile actually.
too deadly.
I was like, here's Runda's $2 to $3 same time for more and more.
Very fierce. Too deadly. Brutal. Very fierce. Too deadly. Brutal.
I think now like somebody's like, watching the stream.
Very fierce.
It might be like somewhere like annoyed or like satisfying because of the sound it makes every time to when we update stuff.
Brutal. Very fierce. Too deadly.
I'm glad that last one didn't ask for luminous alloy. We need more luminous alloy. Only like 2 of them left. All the attachments of the steel are max. I think I should buy the luminous alloy, I think.
Y'all feeling crafty?
Luminous. I want to buy stuff actually. Luminous alloy, berserker resistance stone, berserker resistance stone. We cannot buy luminous alloy? I don't think so. Oh man, we could have maxed all the attachments of the shield one. Only like 2 are remaining. All the attachments are maxed with all the shields also. Drop me SPA. I just max this also. Okay.
And what about
This is
Freya?
max. We can actually craft these things. I still lost. I have to like again regain the head silvers. Right now we're just upgrading everything to max, which we can right now.
Y'all feeling crafty?
Main thing is the head silver is missing. So we have for now we have like maxed everything we can, and on like we'll just we sit here on the table. I think on this moment only. 60 hours reading the codex and doing some side stuff. So guys, what I really wanted to do this in the stream was like read a codex and talk about some of the characters and story moments which I like, which we did, and I wanted to do some max all my skills and log any most moldering embers to like craft more to max the armors, which I did most of them. And But then in the middle of the stream, I thought like I think I want a reason to come back to this game and do something. So I just left some labors perk and like maxing the skills. But I think I've really experienced everything the game has had. I think I've shown you or like played myself like everything the experience the game experience gives us. So I think we have experienced everything the game had in it. And I just wanted today to be streams with like reading the codex and doing some of the skilling. We did kind of like read some of the codex, and some of them which I didn't read I just showed you guys, and I will read it like off stream. And I want to talk about some theories also. I want to talk about some movements of story, incredible story movements, and talk about the characters also, I think, and some movements which I like, because these things you cannot include in the review because it might become a very long detailed thing. Because in review I want to talk about everything the game offers, and that's why I just decided to do a codex stream and read most of them. I've didn't already, but I've started. I was just decided to read them again and show you all the lore. And because I wanted during the codex of each person of whichever topic we're reading, I want to give some of my thoughts on it in more detailed thoughts, which I gave in the main story also, which was very which I did. But I want to make it more detailed. So we actually did all of the things we wanted today to do, and for now we are done with God of War Ragnarok. And when the game has a new gameplay, we will play it. And before 2 days, when the game new bliss is going to release, we are going to do some labors and max up the skills to warm up for me God of War Ragnarok difficulty. And I really enjoyed this game a lot, and I will give my review tomorrow. There's a chance of on the next stream I will give my review, so it will be a very short stream, specific, or it will only include a review only. And if there's a 50-50 chance I can stream tomorrow or not. If I didn't stream tomorrow, the review will be on Monday, or when I'm going to live speak my review on it. And after that we are going to play a new game which I already bought a couple days before. So guys, thank you for watching the stream, and I really appreciate you guys. I just want to talk about some theories also, which I talked in the previous stream also, but I want to talk it one more time. So, talk about mainly about detail. More. I just talk about the story of the game or things more detailedly I like in this stream, and just I just want to speak out some of my own theories also, and some of the theories which I thought was proven right in this game. And I think my theories for the next game will also be, I think, right. And maybe. And I think, I don't know, I just imagine that, I don't know why, but I think that if Calliope is and his first wife is get revived by Athena because she's a supreme, in existence, or the or by the other Athena, which was I think. But I did a theory of that there are two split Athena. One is in the supreme, and one is controlled by fate. And she revived Kratos' wife and Kratos' daughter and wife, and she trained the daughter, and Atreus and Calliope fight, and Kratos got to meet her that daughter again. I think that's a cool theory from my side. Nothing else. So yep. So guys, I just wanted to talk about theories and my thoughts about the story in more detail, about the things I like. And in the next stream, which whenever I go to do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will going to do the review of this game. And after that stream, we are going to start a new game. So guys, thank you for watching the stream, and I really appreciate you guys watching the stream. And yep, I really appreciate you guys watching the stream. And bye bye. Thank you for watching, guys.